Hey YouTube, this is Jeff Lieber, founder of TurnKey Product Management, and today we're going to be sharing a really exciting topic. Because we need to appreciate and be grateful for our customers and for our clients. And so wanted to share some tips in this episode of different ways that you can show gratitude and actually, without even trying for it, you'll probably be able to help grow your business and make it even more sound and have a more raving fan base because of it. So yeah, we're going to dive into that. And also just want to take this moment to say thank you to you out there for listening to this episode and following our journey here at TurnKey. Really, really grateful and appreciative of that as well. We couldn't, you guys are the lifeblood of our business. So thank you guys very much. So when you walk into a store in the old fashioned way, like walking into, a sporting goods store and you go to purchase something, right? Customer service is everything in that store. So how do they greet you? Do they check in with you? Do they compliment you? Are they nice at the checkout line? Did someone help you if you had questions, right? All of those steps in the purchase process tend to be the reasons why you'll continue to go back to, say, Whole Foods or Trader Joe's or those type of stores where maybe they're known for really great customer service. And so it's worth, driving there and maybe it even costs a little bit more than the cheapest grocery store, but it's more of a pleasant experience and you'll always get what you need there, right? And that's why those companies have grown to have loyal, huge fan bases and been so successful. But in the online world where you're selling a lot of your products, if you're listening, probably online, whether it's on Amazon or on your website or in online channels, it's I think a lot of people sort of just forget about that it's still similar to that store experience. It just happens to be online, but customers still they need to feel that customer service, that amazing customer experience. And from the time where they when they first learn about your product all the way until months after purchasing your product, are you still keeping in touch with them and making sure that they have everything they need? And so the more that you can do that, it's just going to pay dividends for your business and you're going to have a raving fan base. And so wanted to just talk about a few different examples of ways that you can implement this in your business. Because again, one bad sales experience, at any step in the process of purchasing can really be limiting or hurting your business. And so we're going to try to talk about that today. So when selling your products online, one of the first things that they're going to see are your images and sales copy. So we talk about this a lot, but really put yourself in the customer's shoes and really think about, are you connecting with your ideal customer? Does your sales copy give them the comfort that they're getting the right product and that the quality and everything and the satisfaction guarantee or whatever you might have in your sales copy, will that help make them feel comfortable purchasing, right? Will they be proud to purchase from a company like yours? So that's number one. You can do that as well in images, with your images, your infographics. That's a great way to make sure that it's providing that great customer experience for people. Another way is through autoresponders. So if you're on Amazon, there's third-party autoresponders that you can set up to help make sure that people are getting good customer service and that they're aware of how to take care of their issues if they do have any issues. And so and then if you're off of Amazon as well, make sure that you have an autoresponder set up for your website sales, because you have no limits there. Like, you can basically message them pretty much however you like, however often you'd like. And so you can deliver even better customer service off of Amazon, through those autoresponders, because there's no limits like Amazon will put on your autoresponder messages. Another way is loyalty clubs. So you may have heard these terms like VIP clubs, loyalty clubs. Um, this is just a place where you can gather your customers' information and then add value to them. So you can try to connect with like-minded people and maybe build like a little community. It can be a Facebook group. It can just be an email list that, you maybe if they sign up for your warranty program, but something where, they've kind of raised their hand and that they've wanted to follow you. Maybe they're following you on social media. And then once you set that up, then you have those more loyal followers. And because, they've put their trust in you to buy at least one product, if you can just like treasure them more than the non-buyer, right? And let them know like, hey, we appreciate that, you follow us on social media. So as a thank you, we wanted to give you whatever, a free gift or 20% off or an exclusive promotion just for you as a past customer. So those are the types of things that you can offer through those loyalty programs. And then ideally, you're building those repeat purchasers as well, increasing the lifetime value of your customers. And so that's just a huge, huge thing if you can find a way. So if you have repeat purchase products, that's a great way to offer them discounts on their next order. And if they're not repeat purchase products, hopefully you can find complementary products, additional products to roll out to them that they would like, right? So that doesn't have to be the same product, but just come out with more SKUs that are relevant to your ideal customer. Another way is through the old-fashioned mail. So we call them mailers, but you can just send a thank you mailer, like a little marketing insert card or a postcard or a letter. If you have their address, like you can currently get their address from the Amazon customer list. As of this recording, they're always changing what's happening on Amazon, but you can get their mailing address, or if you get it on your website, if you have a Shopify store or whatever, then you can collect their information and just send them something in the mail to let them know that you appreciate them, you're grateful for them, and you could offer them some sort of discount or free gift, or ask for their feedback and give them a free gift or something like that, off of Amazon. But those are just some different ways to get your messages in front of your customers to let them know that, hey, we appreciate you and we wanted to give you something. Another one is pretty simple, and just wanted to give it as a reminder, is answer any questions that they have. So number one, if they're reaching out to you through customer support, whether it's on Amazon buyer messages or whether it's on your website, through your support at whatever your brand name is.com, treat those people like gold. Like they took the time out of their day, to try to ask a question because they probably are close to purchasing, but just aren't quite ready yet. And so make sure that you are doing whatever it takes to, not just give them the answer, but give it to them in the most, respectful, helpful, appreciative way possible, so that they feel, that there's a real, there's real people behind the company that they're buying from. And, that's why when they have those feelings, they'll often, be willing to pay a little bit more than, say, the cheapest seller of your product or competitor on Amazon, because you're offering those additional benefits, which is, again, comes back to, why do people shop at Whole Foods? It's a lot more expensive than an average grocery store. Well, it's all those reasons that we just talked about. And then lastly, so those are just some of the main ideas that we could think of off the top of our heads. But at the end of the day, for you, think about, I want you to just do this exercise. So put yourself in your customer's shoes and actually go through every step as if you were a buyer. So think about every step in the sales process. And I mean, go all the way to the beginning, from where might they learn about your product. So it might be just by searching for your product on Amazon. So let's say you're selling a yoga mat, you can type in, yoga mat, and then find where does your listing show up. And then, so if that's where you want to start, then look at it, your product compared to everyone else's on the search results, right? How does yours compare? Is it very inviting? Does it represent your brand? And then go through, the sales process, go through the page, and make sure that everything makes sense, that it feels, like they have all the info that they need to make their purchasing decision. If there's any customer questions, that are being asked on your Amazon product page, right? There's like that section where people will post public questions, make sure that you're answering all of those questions and make sure, that each of those is answered sufficiently as well. And then from there, even purchase your product. Purchase it from your own buyer's account, or a friend's buyer's account or whatever. But the important thing is to actually go through that process and see, okay, what emails do you receive after purchasing the product? How is that whole experience? Are there any questions up in the air about what they're getting? Did you promise an ebook or some sort of bonus download, but was it easy and logical for how they're going to receive it? And then once you get your product in the mail, then open it up and see how does it look to a customer when you open it up, right? Does it seem like a world-class product, and does it seem professional? And if you have any marketing insert cards or postcards in there, or stickers, how do all those work together? And then see how your autoresponders or follow-up methods happen organically, because you should have these automated methods set up so that even though you bought it as, say, the owner of the business, you should still be getting those messagings, right? Whether it's through email or Facebook Messenger or Amazon autoresponders, so whatever methods that you have. And then how often are they following up? Is it just one time and then they don't follow up any more after that? Because maybe 3 months from now they would have liked to hear from you again, with some sort of offer or something of value to them, just to check in with them, see how it's going. So if you go through all those steps, you can do it. I pretty much describe the Amazon process, but you can do the same thing. And I would really recommend that you do it if you sell on Shopify, because it's all, Amazon does a great job of making the whole buying process really easy and simple, right? That's why people use Amazon all the time. But if you sell on Shopify or on your own website, go through that same process I just outlined, because there might be some, gaps in the checkout process, or there might be some gaps in the follow-up sequence in the autoresponders that you receive. Do they get tracking info about their shipment? So checking all of those things as well can be really, really important. And so the goal is to hopefully identify, at least one or two areas that can just simply be improved, taken to the next level. Think about, how could I wow my customer at each step? Every single time there's a customer touch point, think about, yeah, say that postcard or that marketing insert card in our packaging, it's like very salesy and does not say even the word thank you on there. It doesn't even give them an email address to reach out if they have an issue with their product, right? So really try to think through those things, and just the whole goal is to wow them and let them know that we care about you as a customer, and we're appreciative and grateful for your investment in our products, and then deliver that value to them. We hope that you enjoyed that video. Please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so that you don't miss any of the updates that we're always sharing here about what's working on Amazon. If you're selling on Amazon, we're posting the latest updates and the latest strategies that are working today. So don't forget to subscribe.